and today we are going to be doing a speed build. I decided to make something a little different than I normally do. My cat is up in my lap, so if you hear her make any noise or anything, it's her. But I decided to make a sorority house. I was just kind of looking at the lot types that we have in The Sims 4. I wanted to make something a little different. I didn't want to make a house. I wanted to make, I don't know, something just different. And I saw that we have, I don't remember the exact name for it, but it's school housing for either Bridechester or Foxbury. And I decided to make that. I made this for 4 different Sims, and each room has all kinds of different clutters and just their own little theme and personality to the room. You can obviously completely change how it is if you want to, but I really like how it turned out. I did spend a lot of time fiddling with the layout upstairs. The main reason why I had so much issues is because you have to have 4 beds. Well, not 4 beds, but 4 spots for Sims to sleep. And I didn't want to have any double beds. Like, I don't know. The house is large, but it's also small for how many people are staying in it. So I ended up, some of the rooms are quite tiny, I will say that. I also wanted to make sure that there was a bathroom upstairs and there's also a bathroom downstairs. I kind of made it to where the bathroom upstairs is actually the boys' bathroom, and then the one downstairs is for the girls. I figured that when there's 2 bathrooms in a sorority house, you might actually end up have it be separated for who uses what. So there are 2 rooms for boys, and then there's 2 rooms for girls. One of the girls' room is kind of like she would be an art major. The other one is a music major, and then for the boys it's sports, obviously. But I couldn't help myself. There were so many cool little things that Discover University came with that I have never had the option or just the chance to use. So I did use a lot of things from Discover University. I don't believe I really limited myself to this. I don't know. I really wanted this to just have, I wanted it to look like what I feel a sorority house would be. Where I went to college, a lot of this, it was more of a historical type school and building, so it definitely did not look like this. I was never in any of the sorority houses. I just saw like from the outside and the posters and stuff that they would stick up on their balconies and everything. But for the most part, a lot of our buildings at my school was very historical. So I imagine that's pretty much what it would look like on the inside, and there's not like a whole lot of personality to the place or anything like that. But I made this sorority house for Foxbury, and I feel like Foxbury has a lot of color and character. Bridechester is more of the historical university, and I just wanted to have fun building this. So I made it to where if you were just, I don't know, going through the world, it looks like a regular house maybe. It is an interesting shape, I will say that, but I actually really end up liking it. There's a pool area. I end up putting like a pool table out there and stuff. Or not a pool table, a ping pong table. I wish we had pool tables in The Sims 4, but we do not. So it's a fairly simple house. I know the interior, the colors might be a lot for some people, so if you want to change the swatches, you totally can. I really just wanted to use the items that came with university, you know, and some of it is very modern and kind of weird. So that flooring, I believe, is from Jungle Adventure. I absolutely love that flooring. I think it is so cute. So I'm basically laying everything out right now. I was gonna do different wallpaper for all of the rooms, but I thought in a sorority house, like, you're gonna have your basic plain wallpaper colors. They're not gonna let you paint your room or anything like that. So I was really just trying to get all of the personality from all of the items. So that was kind of a challenge because I really do use wallpaper as kind of a base for really what the theme is for the room, and I wanted it to actually seem like, I don't know, in my school you had all your base furniture that they gave you. You couldn't really add or bring anything new just because, like, you're not, I don't know, I don't think you're gonna bring a whole couch to your dorm room or whatever. So I was kind of basing it off of, like, there was the same 2 beds that everybody had, and there isn't a whole lot of bulky furniture. They all have the same desks, but some of them are different colors and stuff like that. So I wanted it to make it seem like it is college housing. It's not something that is somebody came in and just like grandly decorated it or something. So I ended up opting for bunk beds for a lot of the bedrooms. Bunk beds are very, very much useful for college living because you can stick all of your storage under it. You can stick a desk. You can have sitting under there. Some people make it like their little nook for when they make food and stuff like that, because in college you can get those beds up pretty high. And you'll see I'll randomly be sticking stuff outside as I see what I want to use. So the main base for this bedroom is pretty much soccer, which in my defense, well, it's kind of stupid now realizing that that's not soccer balls on the sheets, that's baseballs, but it's kind of a sports theme bedroom. So I actually really ended up how it turned out. I added a lot of little knickknacks and stuff onto the desks, some dirty clothes on the floor. I really wanted to have this have a lot of personality, and you just feel, if you have your sim come visit here for a party or to hang out with the sims that live here, it actually feels like it's lived in. It feels like people go to school here and stuff. So I really wanted to have that type of spirit. If I recall correctly, the original build that was here was honestly kind of awful. There's like no personality. It was really bland. I don't recall exactly how much it would actually cost for your sim to stay here, but university is honestly pretty cheap in The Sims 4, and you can get everything through loans. So if you really wanted your sims to stay here, it doesn't matter. You could literally just get a loan for them to actually be sleeping here. So I didn't really think about the price, if I'm gonna be honest. This is the artist room. I had a lot of, like, it's more of a colorful room, lots of pinks and greens and stuff like that. I wanted to show you this easel is called the Bob Ross easel, and it literally has a whole description on things that Bob Ross actually said. I think it's so cute. We have our own little Bob Ross easel in The Sims 4. I was so ecstatic because I never had noticed that it was like that. The Sims 4 is really sneaky with their descriptions and how they name things. So when I saw that, I had to take a screenshot. I tweeted about it. I was like, oh my goodness, how have I never realized this? So if you ever get bored and don't know what to do or something, just go through items in The Sims 4 and read their description. I promise you won't be disappointed. Some of the things are hilarious, but I thought it was so cute. It had a whole thing of like, there's only happy mistakes and stuff like that in the description, and I thought it was adorable. I ended up adding a lot of this art is all base game. It's just career unlocked. I added a little TV so you could sit on the pillows, watch some TV, and all of like the artwork and stuff that she might have. A little bear that maybe she brought from home and some posters and stuff. I was having a lot of fun, and a lot of these university items, they have a lot of clutter on it. Like the pin board has lots of different pictures and posters on it, and the whiteboard has like its own little expo marker and everything. So I think all those little clutter items really help add to making it feel like someone actually stays here. So I was so happy with that room. I actually had so much fun, and I was just so excited about the easel that I was just going bananas over. I told my mom about it. She was like, oh my god, that's so funny. So this room is one of the boys' room. So I figured maybe they do some weightlifting, they do some basketball, soccer as well. It's red themed. I really wanted to use the foxbury bed. I do notice that I have the Brie-Chester playbook on the desk. I end up taking that off. I really wish that book actually had other swatches, because I wish foxbury had some too, but it's okay. I ended up just taking it down because it obviously doesn't match, and I have a few posters that are anti-Brie-Chester, so I end up just taking those out. And then I'm just going through a few little extra things to add some stuff in the front. I was having kind of a hard time. You'll notice, maybe you won't depending on how I edit it, that I was having issues figuring out how to set up the back, because I wanted this space to like be functional and fun for your Sims to live here. I gave this Sim a little seating area and added a bunch of clutter to the bookcase. The front of the house, you will definitely know that it is pro foxbury. There is so many different like little posters and stuff like that that I end up sticking out there. This bedroom, I actually was gonna make it like bowling themed, because I never really make builds with the bowling pack, but I didn't really like the colors. I didn't think that they matched the bunk beds or the university bed, so I ended up just not using them. I might do like a bowling lover apartment or something like that. I've done it previously before I actually started making YouTube videos, and I really had a lot of fun with it. So I'm adding a few little knickknacks that I had found for the artist room. I was thinking of making lights all around the pool, but the lights that we have are kind of crappy. They're not crappy, like they look really nice, but the sizing of them is really awkward. I wish that we had, like in Parenthood, I end up using the fairy lights in the other girls' room. But those fairy lights, they have like a big chunk section and then they have the small individual one. I wish that we had more outside fairy lights like that so we could use them more often, because we're kind of stuck to a certain size using those outside lights, and sometimes we just have really weird spaces. So I wish we had better options for those, but it's okay. And also, I did not realize until building this that the Sims have a Simlish of Ed Sheeran's Divided album on that pinboard. I thought that was so funny. That's why I'm looking at all these things. I'm like, how have I never noticed that? So as you see, this is going to be a very yellow themed room. She likes music, so I have the guitar, a violin, and the microphone. I ended up using a few funky things that I don't actually use. I thought this room was actually really fun. I'm not a big yellow fan, if I'm gonna be honest. Yellow and orange are kind of like iffy for me. I don't know why. I know it's supposed to make you happy, but it kind of stresses me out. Maybe it's because it's so bright. It like staring at it, my brain's like, oh my gosh, this is too much. But I actually really ended up liking this room. I added a few plants in here because I thought, well, maybe she likes plants. I just wanted to have more of a comfy cozy vibe in here, so I gave her a little nice comfy chair. She has a little basket for her pillows and blankets, and I have never used this artwork before. I believe we got it in a free update. I don't know, it was probably from an XDS drop. I've never used it. It's very loud. It's also a very large painting, but I didn't know what to stick on that wall and it felt really empty, so I ended up just putting that there, and I actually really liked it. Maybe like her and the artist friends, she like made it for her or something. I also tried to get that stereo to work. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did end up making it work out. It might be floating a little bit, but that's okay. And then I gave her her own like little perfume set, and I love in Tiny Living, it comes with that little plant candle set. It is so adorable. So this is going to be the boys' room. I made it kind of sports theme, aka the rug is sports theme. That's pretty much it. And adding a few posters. Bathrooms are hard to give personality to, if I'm gonna be honest, and it's also really, really small. I didn't really do a whole lot in that little hallway. I just added a rug, and there's that anti-Bridechester poster. But this is the girls' room. It's kind of cramped. I ended up adding two little end tables that are from the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I actually put the makeup and hairdryer stuff on that. I thought that they would get ready in here, so they would have all their stuff down here, because this is designated for the girls' bathroom. So I moved things a little bit closely together to try and make it work out, but I think I actually ended up liking it. I feel like it's realistic for having small bathrooms like this. They're gonna be super cluttered. The one thing that I will say with having it be student housing is they are not allowed to have any outside cooking or stoves in the build at all. It will not let you use it functionally if you put those in. So you guys have a coffee maker, you got a microwave, and you have a popcorn machine. The popcorn machine is actually super useful because it makes like 6 servings of popcorn, and your Sims can just go up there and get whatever they would like. It's also great for toddlers because if there's popcorn in it, a toddler will just go up and grab some popcorn for themselves, and you don't have to worry about them starving and stuff like that. They'll just get it if they're hungry, if the popcorn is already made. As you see, I did delete the entire layout that I had in the living room. I just didn't like how like new it looked. I don't know. I wanted something that seemed more like university housing. So I ended up using a lot of the university stuff. They have a nice big dining table to like have parties and stuff like that. And I actually do end up putting those bookcases on that back wall. I really wanted to fill up the space and have a lot of storage and clutter. So I do end up adding that back in, and this is me adding a few items to the backyard. I actually really like how the back turned out. It did take me quite a while to figure out what I wanted. So we have some loungers for around the pool and planters and stuff, so they have plenty of skill building items. They have plenty of things to do if they want to have some fun. I don't know, I really liked it. The pool is kind of themed with the house as well, so around the bordering of the pool's red. They have a fun pizza slice floaty, which I thought was kind of cute, and then they do have a diving board. And like the bubbler effect, I use so many packs in this. I am so sorry. I was just building to my heart's content. I mean, this took me quite a while to build because I was having so many issues. This is like 3 different days of filming this, of me building, because I didn't want to get tired of doing the same thing. Sometimes when I'm building a house that's I'm trying to get a lot of detail in, I tend to get bored with what I'm doing. So when I start feeling kind of bored, a little like fidgety of, oh, I just really want to get this done, I'm tired of building in it, I stop and I go to something else. Either I stop playing The Sims completely, or I just switch to a different area of The Sims, because I really wanted this place to have a lot of personality, and I didn't want to just start adding stuff because I wanted this build to get done. So this was a few days of me filming this, but that's gonna be it for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you're gonna download it and what's your favorite part, or if you think I missed anything. Let me know. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video. Bye!